Good afternoon, everybody. This is PreMarket Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin, on what I think has been a relatively quiet day, broadly speaking. I was just telling Joel, I look at the 10 S&P sector indexes every day throughout. I keep an eye on that throughout the day, and I cannot remember the last time that not a single one of the S&P sector indexes was not up or down 1%. They are all up or down less than 1% today. So on a macro level, it is really, really quiet. Joel, put this in perspective. How are we doing as it relates to the rest of the week?
For the rest of the week, we're still having a real good week, Spencer.
Okay.
We're going to positive. We really have a chance to post a new all-time closing high here, and that was made yesterday at 36.46. We closed on Wednesday at 36.45. So hey, we're just a couple minutes or a couple points away from an all-time closing high. Still got some work to do to make an all-time high. That was made in the Globex session on Thursday up at 59.75. But buy the dippers came in today once again. Couldn't take out that pre-market low. It took a while to right the ship, but that midday rally has us right back up near all-time highs. So going to be good close for the week. Crude down $1.06 at 52.07. I mean, come on, look at the move that crude's had hit $54. What's a little pullback? Gold in the red by 11.10 here at 18.54.80. We have silver in the red by 30 cents at 25.555, and Bitcoin, that's up $1,750, 33,670. It scared a few people when you took out 30,000, but went to 28.9 and turned around. So another good day. Kind of feels like it's going to grind here in the 30,000 handle for a while until it makes its next big move. But up 1750 on the day.
Okay, yeah, I said that it's been a quiet day, broadly speaking, intentionally, because of course, you find certain pockets of the market and it was anything but a quiet day. I'm referring basically to any stock with a high short interest. I don't know what we're going to call it today, if it was like the short squeeze capitulation, something climax. I don't know what you want to call this, but starting at like 11:30 Eastern time, maybe around noon, all these stocks with the highest short interest, GameStop, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, SunPower, Fubo, just started blasting off. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying that you never see moves like this. You just don't. GameStop was halted, I think more than once. It's out of the halts, and they're all out of the halts now. But, I mean, it's just...
When Dennis said he thought it was going to, I said, this thing can make a new all-time high today. Boy, oh boy, it made a new all-time high by a wide margin. But this is the market environment that you have, right?
Yeah.
And, short squeezes are nothing new. I think it's just being, amplified here. More retail traders, easier access to the markets, freer commissions, and if people are willing to sell and short and people are willing to buy, then it makes the market. The market has the price. So,
yeah.
Bed Bath Beyond, good day for that. Peeled off its high. These things are just strong uptrends. Getting in front of them, it's just not worth it. And if you're good at trading this and going with the momentum of these kind of things, then go with it. We've been talking about BlackBerry for a while. That made a new high of the move here. Strong day for BlackBerry, trying to close over $14. And you mentioned SunPower.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
like they all just did the same thing at the same time. Right? I mean,
a lot of volume, man. A lot of people trading. What can you do? SunPower. Now, this stock has been, this is a little bit, it's caught a bid with the election and whatnot.
Right.
So, this is a solar company. So, short squeeze, yeah, but I mean, this is, this has been a hot sector over the last couple months. So, not as much a surprise at this one as some of the other ones.
Yeah, it's just, oh, wait. Jason's calling me right now. I'm going to not answer that. Yell at him like he yells at his wife for calling during the show. Yeah, just like a really, really strange day for that. And I don't remember if I said this before. I may have, but I really believe that lack of commission. This is just because of lack of
Yeah.
commissions. 20 years ago, when we had a bubble in the stock market and retail trading first went online, you had E-Trade, you had all these TD Ameritrade, all these new platforms, and you could trade at home from your computer, and that was exciting. But it was still expensive, right? You still had to pay in and out. Now you have zero commissions. Now you can trade from your bed on your phone. It's
Yep.
so easy. So I like that's why I really do believe that this can go on for quite some time. And I'm not willing. I'm not going to like ever say, oh, this is the top, this is the end, because no one can know that. And I really do believe lack of commissions makes this type of behavior much easier. So yeah, I just that's
Yeah,
where
that's
I'm
a
at.
good point. I mean, access to the markets, easier access to the
yeah,
markets.
so
Can make,
easy.
Robinhood, Webull. I mean,
I've always said that because I've interviewed the president of Webull. I think we've had him on our show before, and I interviewed we had Gatsby on our show. Gatsby does options, and I asked them, like, don't you think that there is such a thing as making it too easy? And they're all like, no, not really. I don't think that. I think that though. Like I think there is such a thing as making this thing too easy. This isn't a game. It's not Monopoly, right? This is real people's money. So that's kind of where I stand on that. Let's go back to the stocks though. Nobody wants to hear me on my soapbox about commissions. What about Intel and IBM, Joel? Intel reported a record revenue. They had never made more money in a quarter than they did last quarter, and the street just does not care at all.
no, man, you got me. You got me on that bet,
Yeah,
Spencer.
I did.
Good job. I'm gonna have to get you a lunch there. I mean, it had that big pop yesterday. I mean, you're still going through the CEO transition. I mean, that's why you got the big pop in the stock. Earnings, the fact that it came out during the regular session.
So weird.
Yeah,
That was so
yep,
weird.
yeah. Boom. But you're falling in a little bit of a danger zone here because you gapped up that day that you had the news of the new CEO. You had the low at 56.90. Today's low 56.77. So there you go. You're holding in there. Will you fill the gap? Who knows? But nothing in there. Nothing in there on the way up. So we'll see if there's anything in there on the way down. I imagine it won't be like an immediate gap fill. But because people that are shorting up in this area, looking for a shorter term trade. IBM, I looked at this thing and man, oh man, you talk about dead money. I mean, it did. You could see it was just leaking all day. Another little flush on the open and tried to recover, but it's just not just. It's just dead money here. We talked about this support here at the 150. Well, we talked about this low here at 117.27. What low did it get to? It got close to there, 117.36. Just a little bounce, but to some disappointed IBM shareholders out there
Yeah, just like dead money. The
for a
definition.
long time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, this didn't just start this quarter. No, this has been a long-term trend, as you can see on the chart. Joel, next week is really the peak week for technology earnings. You want me to tell you who we've got? We got a big slate. We've got on Tuesday afternoon. We got Microsoft and AMD. That's Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got Facebook, Apple, and Tesla. It's a big week for tech earnings next week. So
Yeah, and they're getting some nice Apple, nice pre-earnings run here, right? Good stock. What day did you say Apple was?
what day? I don't remember. Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, Apple making a new all-time high here. Did it before, had a little bit of a pullback and almost got to 140, trading at the highs of the session. So right near yesterday's high too. Maybe just someone trying to parse out here around 140, 139.67, your high yesterday. You improved on that by just a little bit, 139.85. Let's look at this from a closing perspective. Oh, yeah. going to make a new all-time. We're just it's just jamming into the close. So strong stocks, pre-earning runs. It's not all that surprising. Tesla's just been cooling off a little bit too. I think
we discussed
yeah,
this morning.
yeah. I mean, strong uptrend, makes new all-time high. Consolidating, and we'll see what it does with earnings.
All right, Mitch is here. He says he's ready to talk Overstock.
Sure.
I don't know what he wants to talk about. Let's see. What he bought this thing? Oh wow! Look at Overstock today. Nice day. What's that?
Do you want to talk about it?
6.5%. I don't know, Mitch. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, why not? I mean, hey.
And he's wearing a suit. Oh man!
Look at this. Woo. Hey, you got to look how you feel, right? And I'm feeling like money looking at this chart right now.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you got some really nice pants to go with that suit, right?
He's not wearing pants.
Yeah.
Let's just say, Joel, I won't be standing up in this interview.
You got the blue blazer, or is that just like your Pierre Cardin suit matching there?
Hey. I can't be mad about this chart. I'll share so at least, you guys can see what I'm looking at, guys.
I got you.
I got this, really I'm in exactly, and full disclosure, I like to be as transparent as it can be for you guys. My average is 60-90. All right, guys. So that's where I'm in, guys. I got in on this kind of pullback day. So it finally getting above this 66, where essentially that's where I got filled in after I saw that high. So hey, now clearing that high.
Yep, good patience on this one. I mean, you got some tops in here, but we all know when things get momentum, excuse me, the Bitcoin rally could very well be helping it out today as well, right? It's kind of correlated. I'll just say 70 because I don't want to get too granular here with these two highs or these other two highs, because kind of use 70 and almost got there today, but that will be the breakout.
Yep. So, one of the things is I see kind of this downtrending line. It's not exactly, dead fit, but now I just want to see it hold that 60. To me, that 60 price point, if it can just hold 60, let it go. And I'll be looking for, just to give you guys an idea, I look for about 30% target as my first profit target, and then I look for a move maybe into that 40. Like always, guys, that doesn't mean that I'm going to exactly get 30. Hey, if I see it up here around this 82 and I'm up there, like let's say 27, 26%, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it too on a longer term chart, I mean, it had the big bump, the 2-for-1 stock split, uninitiated, and then consolidated at 60.
Uninitiated, keyword uninitiated.
But that 60, good support there, good eye. That's keeping it simple too.
Hey, the only way to take it.
It's all about KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. All right. Drop your tickers in the chat. We will do some ticker time for the next few minutes.
Yeah, just a quick update. We tried to get to that close. We still got some time left. We actually got to Wednesday's close at 38.45, and the close, that was a close on Wednesdays. They said Thursday's close 46. So a little double close area there, working on going into the final. What do we got? 6 minutes trading here in the week.
All right. A few of these here. Do I say Teledoc? I'm looking at Teledoc for a couple of days. I think we looked at it once last week. I think I'm looking. Whoa.
TDOC. Yeah. I know someone was pounding the table on this one. I don't know if it was analyst or whatever, but wow, this thing back a new all-time high.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's what the chart says to me.
Holy mackerel.
Man,
that really took
I thought this was dead.
Yeah, because it was more of a a COVID play, but
wow.
Things are transforming. All industries are transforming here, and why can't the medical profession transform as well? So, boy, oh boy, I think Jeremy talked to us about this one. And there it is, new all-time high.
Wow.
Something tells me Kathy has some of these shares.
Yeah? Okay.
Something? Do you know that, or you just speculating?
Yeah, I'll use my chat, our lovely chat to confirm, but I feel like I've heard that already.
I can look it up, but I'm not going to right now.
Yep.
What else from the chat? OEG. I saw a few people dropping OEG. That's not really our forte. It's a smaller stock, Joel. It's a small cap.
Yeah.
Breaking out. Not a lot of volume. So I don't know if you have anything you want to say about that, but I'll acknowledge the people saying OEG, and I will answer you by
Let's
saying.
see. What kind of daily volume does it have? I mean, it did trade some decent stock. I mean, they found just a monster buyer at $4 for over the last 3 sessions, and now a big move on big volume. Not familiar with the company, trying to get over $5. Will become marginable after that. Not much on the monthlies here, but one good day sometimes begets another good day. So nice move. We have slipped under 38.40 here, heading into the final 4 minutes of the session.
Wow. I hadn't even noticed Palantir today. That's also a Reddit favorite, but it's getting back near its all-time high from November. Thanksgiving.
That's an IPO. A lot of people have been following that from the IPO, and there you go.
Wow.
Long, had that all right. We got that line right across there. These lines are like attracted, but long consolidation.
Yeah, but not Joel. The point is not in one day.
That's this market, Spencer. You've got to, it's a momentum market from several different perspectives.
I guess so. What do I know? I don't know. I only work here. What about? I'm just scrolling up on the chat. I want to get a few more tickers in here. Visa. Ivy on the Coast. Ivy on the Coast wants to go long Visa. They report next week. I think they're on Tuesday. Let me confirm that.
Well, if you're looking for a good report, man, this was gapping up. This had some gappy action in November.
Visa's on Thursday.
Okay. You filled this gap here, so that's good enough for you, right? You came down earlier in the week. I mean, think from a risk reward, basis here. If you want to, maybe try it at this level, then, you might get nicked on a stop under here. Of course, it has a good report. It could take off, but at least it filled this gap, and at least you got 2 lows in the same area. So don't mind that. What you would rather see, if you want to pick this thing up on strength, you got those 2 highs at 07.17 and 07.19. So I think that's where the buyers of the issue that are trying to get in on weakness here, I think you pop above that level, and I think you have a situation where they'll have to be buying into strength, and that's not as easy as to do as when your bids are just getting pounded in a down market.
Home Depot. Look at this chart. Very interesting. Just range bound, but like lower highs.
Well, not today.
Well, I mean, on the daily, yeah. No.
No, it kind of broke out today. You had
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. You had no such thing as a quadruple top in this one. Had a high 81.29. You kissed that last week when you went to 80.48. And then yesterday you were right on it at 87. So you cleared out your 281 seller, and a good day for Home Depot. What do they report?
Well, they're retail, so they're typically later in the season.
They're right.
I don't even know if they've announced it yet. They did announce it. February 23rd. We got a ways to go to Home Depot. Okay, we are under a minute left in the session. Joel, you want to walk us into the close?
Yeah, a little bit of a disappointing close. Nothing alarming. Just got up near that all-time closing high price and repealed, and just settling off the highs for the week. Survived the down open, gonna end up down 0.25% today. So nothing. We'll see what fireworks we have over the weekend.
All right. Mitch would want me to say that as soon as we're done here, we're going to be posting a portion of the boot camp today. If you missed it, Mitch is dressed up for a reason. I mean, it's not for us, obviously. He's dressed up because he did a presentation about SPACs today, about trading them, the waves, when to buy, when to
He's been
sell,
doing his
hit
homework
historic
on it,
plays.
yep.
So that's going live on our YouTube channel right after we're done here. And it's 4 o'clock, which means we are done. So,
Yeah, and we actually, I don't know if there were some big selling balances in there, but
I think I saw something.
yeah,
about that.
we definitely distanced ourselves there from that old time closing high. So good
Bummer,
number.
we didn't get to the all-time high again.
Yeah, it would have been nice on the weekend.
Would have been
right?
nice.
Okay.
All
Who's
right.
our guest on Monday?
We got Tim Quest
Tim.
on Monday. So that's a wrap. Thanks to all the participation in the chat. We appreciate all of you. Fine people. Everyone have a great weekend. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. Post it on YouTube. Post it on Twitter. Wherever you... Reddit, Pinterest, whatever social media platforms you're on. I don't
Instagram,
care. Post it all.
Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook.
There we go. That's it, Joel. That's it. Everyone have a good weekend. We'll be back with you on Monday morning.